Hey guys, welcome back to the CulePodcast. Welcome back to another match reaction. Barcelona beating Getafe 3-0 today. What a performance from the boys. Relatively simple, straightforward, no nonsense. Barcelona able to get the job done. We started really well. We had some great goals, especially from Ferran. The shark strikes, and Barcelona, they have a comfortable victory on the night. But before I do get started, guys, make sure to follow me on all of my social media platforms. Everything's posted down below. And as well, the link to become a member is also posted down below. And as well, the link to join the stream if you guys do want to discuss with me and, give your insight and debate about the match, feel free. It's on X and on the post section on YouTube. Feel free to go over there and join. And let's get started. First place I do want to start off, guys, is I want to be talking about the lineup that Hansi Flick he did field against Getafe. He did make some rotation. He started Joan Garcia. He started relatively the same back line with the inclusion of the center backs. Christensen and Eric Garcia both started in place of Cubarsí and Ron Araujo. Both of them had some discomfort. Araujo finished the game in cramps. Pau Cubarsí, he felt some injury in regards to his knee. And so Hansi Flick taking no risks in regards to either of them. And he started Christensen and Eric Garcia. And overall, the back line not really tested much throughout the match. Against Getafe, it was going to be much more of a game of saying, hey, can we create chances rather than the attacking firepower that they have. In the midfield, you had Pedri and Frankie de Jong, and they were absolutely phenomenal on the day. Yet again, the ability that they have on the ball to dictate and control the tempo is brilliant, and they were able to do that fantastically well. And up top, you had Ferran, Olmo, Rafinha, and Lewandowski. And we're going to be looking at some of the chances that Barcelona did have throughout the match. And Barcelona, alongside, through the help of Ferran and Rafinha, created some absolutely wonderful goals. Before I do get started, Sake, welcome. What were your opinions on the match? I was just about to get into it, but this is, I would say, one of the easier games against Getafe. Getafe, they're never easy to play against, but Barcelona, they didn't really suffer that much throughout this match. I think that early goal
Yeah,
that we were able to get dictated the match.
yeah, I was going to say the same thing to you. Mhm. I don't remember such clean match against Getafe in my memory at least. I think I think almost versatility as a team was the most helpful part to beating their 5-3 low block. I think.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
The inclusion
because
of Olmo.
Fermin is a runner, mostly, but Olmo has that passing, in those half passes and half places and all those. Also, did why didn't Rashford get the assist for the last goal that we have scored? I don't know. I checked on both Footmob and SofaScore, but the assist is not credited to him, even though he,
It's not.
made the
It's
cutback.
it's not registered to him.
Yeah, no, I don't know why.
Let me see. Yeah, it shows against Getafe he didn't get the assist. That's so weird. Oh, do you know what I
Why
think
is
that
that though?
happened?
I was okay.
What?
Explain. I watched the
Well,
replay, but I don't know what happened.
I'm looking at the my thought process is because I think a defender got a touch to that. Maybe it doesn't count as an assist, but just a rebound. But it doesn't make sense. The referee should have gotten the assist
Okay.
in regards to that. But I want to start off with the goals because that's the most interesting part of the match. A great Ferran goal to open up the scoring. You had some great link up play between Rafinha, Dani Olmo, and Ferran Torres. Rafinha gave a great pass to Dani Olmo into space, and
Yeah.
Dani Olmo,
On the
uh,
on
he had
in
a great
this
back
case,
heel.
in this photo, if I think what is his name? If I just got blank. What is the name of that number 10 other than Olmo that we have? Fermin, yeah, Fermin. So if Fermin is in this place, yeah, I just forgot. If Fermin in this place instead of Olmo, Fermin takes the shot.
Yeah, he does.
So that is the difference I think I was mentioning earlier.
Yeah, that is true. They're different players. They're different profiles of number 10. And Danny Olmo right here, at first I thought it was going a little bit too far away from him. But Olmo, he did brilliantly well. He gave a great back heel to Ferran, and Ferran finished it really well. And I think getting this goal early on in the first 15 minutes, it did change how the game was going to be played. Because if Barcelona, if they were going into the end of the first half and the start of the second with a 0-0, Getafe feeling comfortable, not feeling really threatened, Barcelona not being up in the score line, you make things very difficult, and that second half becomes even worse because Getafe they're able to get in very deeper, and with Barcelona now, pushing them forward and exposing themselves in the back. It could have been a little bit more difficult, but thankfully that didn't happen. We also had a couple other chances to extend the lead. You had this chance from Pedri trying to feed Lewandowski, but unfortunately it goes slightly away from Lewa, and he isn't able
It,
to connect because
it
other than that it would have been
seems
2-0.
it seems that nobody in our team wants to finish whenever there is a Pedri assist. Look at Lewandowski, Ferran Torres had Ferran also for his hat trick hit the post. That was also a Pedri ball.
Yeah,
So I don't know what is wrong with this guy.
and it's crazy because when you're looking at some of the passes that Pedri gives to his teammates, you're thinking, hey, he should be up there with 15, 20 assists throughout the season, but it's because the amount of chances that we miss, we aren't able to give that to Pedri. Kudam, welcome. He says, hi, dude, our favorite team, Barcelona. We've won the match again, by the way. Who is the man of the match? The man of the match is Ferran. Ferran Torres, he got the
Ferran
match.
Torres.
Uh-huh. And my name is Elias. So if you want to call me by that, feel free. But after that chance from Lewandowski, Barcelona, they were able to follow that up a couple minutes later. I would say roughly around the 30th minute mark, around there, right before the half ended. Getafe had a corner, but Barcelona were able to hit them on the counter, actually. So a rebound fell into Eric Garcia. He gave a great pass to Rafinha right here. Rafinha onside, as you can see from this image, he's in his own halfway line. And then from there on, Barcelona hit them on the counter with Rafinha and Ferran. And great pass from Rafinha into the feet of Ferran Torres. And he's able to finish that absolutely brilliantly. And
Yeah,
a brace from Ferran.
I was seeing I was seeing some Madrid fans saying that Rafinha was upset. They don't even know most of them don't know the rule that whenever you are even if you are on in offside position, but if you are in your own off, then it doesn't count as the offside. They were saying all these things. Barcelona is paying the rates and all this thing again and again. I mean, at
It,
least read the rules of the game you are watching.
It's just those people. They're just trying to clickbait, to rage bait. They're just trying to gain attention on social media because if anyone actually knows and follows the rules, then it's a perfectly legal goal. And what's crazy is that Saka, you mentioned that, but Barcelona, Ferran, really, he had a chance to make it 3-0. He had a chance for a hat trick right here, but he hits the crossbar. And this is one of the reasons why Ferran Torres sometimes is so frustrating because he did brilliantly well for those two goals. He has this chance right here, you're one-on-one versus the keeper. You have a great opportunity, to close out to close out the half with a hat trick against Getafe of all teams, and he hits the
I am
crossbar. Very, very frustrating.
I am telling you, yeah, I am telling you there needs to be a rule if there needs to be permission given to Pedri if whenever anybody doesn't score with his ball, he can slap that player 5 times per chance missed.
Yeah, per chance miss. Yeah,
Farhan
because
and Lewandowski was so desperate at the end of the match to score his goal because he
yeah,
was the only guy
yeah.
who had a rating in the red in our team probably. He
Y- y-
had the chance, but it was a perfect pass from Pedri, but I think if Lewandowski is a little bit young, he gets that pass. The earlier screenshot that you showed in that screenshot.
Yeah. Towards the end of the match, like I was noticing that very briefly from Lewandowski, but because he hasn't been on the score sheet for the past
Some
couple of games,
yeah,
or since the game against
sometimes
Valencia.
I feel sad for him because all both of those Getafe center backs were pushing him multiple times, kicking him. He has to suffer all this, and at the end of the day, he doesn't get goal or assist.
Uh huh. Exactly. But Barcelona, they go into the half with a 2-0 lead, very comfortable. But Getafe, they actually started off strong in the second half. Well, strong because they really didn't do much other than this opportunity right here and like a slight little 5-10 minutes of having some more possession than Barcelona. But they had this chance right here. It was slightly away from goal, but this was the most dangerous opportunity throughout the match. And other than that,
Yeah,
didn't really,
they
trouble Barcelona.
they, in 5 minutes of the start of the second half, they created like two to three chances that could have been goal.
Yeah, they did.
It's just
Um,
sometimes our player switches off whenever we have the lead. They just become complacent a little bit.
Absolutely. And 20 minutes after that opportunity, Barcelona got their third. So Marcus Rashford, he comes on into the second half for Rafinha after him picking up that yellow card. Very, very silly. I think he was booked because he took a free kick too fast, which is absurd. But Marcus Rashford comes on for Rafinha. Another great performance from Marcus Rashford. Very, 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 very promising.
Yeah,
Marc Gasol comes on for Frankie as well. He gives a great
I would
pass into Marcus
say
Rashford
I would say this was the best performance by Rashford off the bench.
off the bench. I agree with
Yeah,
that. I agree with that.
because
I think that.
he created this goal with his cutback. Again, he had a shot on target multiple times. Both were good shots. So he could have scored one. Had an assist and scored one goal at least.
That is true. He did have some opportunities where he was getting into some dangerous positions, causing chaos, and very
Also,
close to
in
scoring.
that one, also in that one instance, he also helped track back
Hmm.
I think it was on the left hand side. He helped track back also. So I think it was a better performance.
Absolutely. Yeah, it was a very solid showing for Marcus Rashford, and I'm surprised that he doesn't get an assist for this because you see this right here. He gives that cut back
Yeah, that's what I was
into
saying.
Daniel.
I watched the replay too. I don't know where did the defender got the touch or why didn't he got the assist.
Hmm. Well, I mean, it is what it is. The most important thing is that we got the goal, and Barcelona, they get the 3 points, and what that means for the La Liga title race is that
Yeah, yeah.
Barcelona we're
I
just
was
two
just
points.
I was just concerned about that Rashford thing because the Athletic FC and all that English media after this such good
No,
performance by Rashford, they are look at their if you look at Athletic FC or other English media, they are pushing the same agenda. Marcus Rashford back to his old being, missing
hmm,
training sessions and all this. They are just putting those days on him. They are not even talking about what type of game he had.
yeah, yeah, exactly. But when we look at the Liga table, when you look at what this means, Barcelona, we are 4 out of 5. So we drew against Rayo Vallecano, 1-1 draw. But other than that, we've been relatively flawless, and we're now 2 points behind Real Madrid. The season is going to be long, but a very solid professional performance tonight. Relatively simple, nothing too stressful. Getafe didn't cause much. Just another league game. Barcelona able to rest some players, able to give some rest, and you had some brilliant Ferran goals as well. And we've seen how impactful Ferran has been off of the bench and everything. But Sake, any final thoughts before we close out the video?
No, I think what is our next game? I think
Our
it's
next game
Real
is
Oviedo.
gonna. Yeah, it's gonna be against Real Oviedo, and then in next weekend it's gonna be against Real Sociedad before we play against PSG in the midweek.
Yeah, it should have been Real Sociedad first and then Real Oviedo. Then it
Well,
would have been easier to rest players for PSG.
mm-hmm. It is what it is,
But Real
but
Sociedad is also doing bad, I think.
well, I do hope that we are able to see, some more players being rested against Oviedo, and even potentially against Real Sociedad, who are going to be playing at home. But that's going to be an exciting match. And guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed the match reaction. I want to hear your guys' thoughts down below in the comments. What do you guys make of Ferran's performance, and as well as Daniel Olmo? Those were the two players who I think stood out on the night. Pedri and Frankie de Jong, absolutely magical yet again. You had some rotation, no injuries, clean sheet, and Barcelona getting the 3 points. Guys, thank you guys all for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. Saket, thank you for
Bye.
stopping by, and see you guys all in the next
Bye.
one. Peace out.
Vamos.